from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
The old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Bulls his way forward. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Quarterback keeper. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense, because on 4th down they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Line gets set. First down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Parker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Quick toss. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Moving away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The option look. He'll toss it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. A 1st down for the offense. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the option. Now the pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Trying to get the corner. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it in
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the
into the end zone for a touchdown.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Makes the grab outside. It's Perry. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He made the catch, past the marker, also past the side. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the football.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You've got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Give to the fullback. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He He's got another 25. Turns it on down the left side. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wings the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question with it there. That was going with that one. Nice job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Hawaii! A great catch and run for 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, more points. Quick drive together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Fair catch, called for and made. offense will go back on the attack. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Goes to the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He finds his man. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quick strike complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grab behind the line. It's Parker. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. You'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. 1st down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Running back searching for a hole. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Oh, look out! At the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Runs through a tackle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Gets it out quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tempo in overdrive. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
one should have been an INT.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. At the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To the outside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football.
Off to the races to the right. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Dropping back, it's Reed. It's complete on the right side. And it's sucked out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
29 Philly. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
And it's one thing to get a few yards and, see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the 2nd level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Floats it out in space. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rainbow Warrior.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and take it into the end zone.
Bounced off his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Inside the 30. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Running the option, it's Dampier. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say that...
Off he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't